Fame, power, fortune. These ingredients often cook up more than just success, they brew scandal. From shocking affairs to headline-grabbing meltdowns, some celebrity scandals were so explosive, they didn't just rock Hollywood, they shook the entire world. In this video, we're diving into the top 10 celebrity scandals that shook the world. 10. Rob Lowe's underage sex tape. Long before the internet made celebrity leaks a daily event, Rob Lowe's 1988 sex tape was groundbreaking and not in a good way. At the Democratic National Convention in Atlanta, Lowe, the heartthrob of the 1980s Brat Pack, filmed himself engaging in sexual acts with two women he'd just met at a bar. What he didn't realize, one of them was just 16 years old. When the tape surfaced, it ignited a media firestorm. Public outrage followed, and Lowe's career hit pause. But Hollywood is a place of reinvention, and by the 90s, Lowe was mocking the scandal on SNL, proving scandal doesn't always mean a career death sentence. 9. David Carradine's mysterious death in Bangkok. In 2009, Kill Bill star David Carradine was found dead in a Bangkok hotel room, a rope around his neck and another tied to his genitals. Initial reports suggested suicide. But soon it became clear Carradine had likely died from autoerotic asphyxiation, a dangerous sexual practice that stunned the world with its dark, taboo nature. The scandal grew when graphic photos of his body leaked, and his ex-wife confirmed he'd previously engaged in risky sexual behavior. The tragedy didn't just shock fans, it forced an uncomfortable global conversation about private sexuality gone horribly wrong. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our newest videos. You can choose to get notifications for some videos or all of them. If you're using your phone, don't forget to check your settings and enable notifications. 8. Marilyn Monroe and JFK's alleged affair. Few stories are more iconic than the alleged affair between Marilyn Monroe and President John F. Kennedy. In 1962, Monroe famously sang "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" in a sultry voice that raised more than a few eyebrows. Rumors swirled that she'd visited JFK at a Palm Springs retreat while Jackie Kennedy was away. But the affair wasn't just gossip, it was tragic. Monroe, emotionally fragile and struggling with addiction, reportedly fell deeply for Kennedy. When he distanced himself, her spiral deepened. Months later, she was found dead from a drug overdose, fueling theories and suspicions that linger to this day. 7. Mel Gibson's anti-Semitic DUI rant. In 2006, actor and director Mel Gibson was arrested for DUI on California's Pacific Coast Highway. But the real scandal? What came next? While in custody, Gibson unleashed a drunken, anti-Semitic tirade, accusing Jews of causing all the wars in the world. The officer who arrested him? Jewish. The backlash was fierce. The Anti-Defamation League fans and Hollywood insiders condemned his words. Gibson issued an apology, but the damage was done. Once celebrated for Braveheart and the Passion of the Christ, his career took a nosedive. It would take nearly a decade for him to claw his way back to respectability. 6. Charlie Sheen's Tiger Blood meltdown. Winning. That's how Charlie Sheen described his highly publicized behavior in 2011, a headline-making period that drew both fascination and concern. After being dismissed from 2.5 Men amid drug-related allegations, Sheen gave a series of erratic interviews, during which he made memorable comments about having Adonis DNA and tiger blood, and publicly criticized producer Chuck Lorre. His remarks quickly went viral, sparking internet memes and intense media coverage. A brief live tour followed, though it was met with mixed reactions. While Sheen has since taken a lower profile, his turbulent time in the spotlight remains a striking moment in pop culture history. 5. Christina Crawford's Mommy Dearest expose. In 1978, Christina Crawford dropped a bombshell, a tell-all book titled Mommy Dearest about her adoptive mother, Hollywood legend Joan Crawford. Far from the glamorous figure seen on screen, Christina painted Joan as abusive, controlling, and obsessed with perfection. The infamous no wire hangers scene from the movie adaptation became a cultural reference point. Many close to Joan dismissed the claims, but it didn't matter. Christina had launched a new genre, the celebrity exposé. Cue the book deals, interviews, and reality TV confessions to follow. Christina set the bar and scandal has been selling ever since. 4. Woody Allen marries his girlfriend's adopted daughter. Few Hollywood relationships have stirred as much controversy as the one between filmmaker Woody Allen and Soon-Yi Previn, the adopted daughter of his then longtime partner, actress Mia Farrow. The age gap. Allen is 35 years older, and the nature of their connection made headlines around the world. In 1992, the story broke when Farrow discovered nude photographs of Soon-Yi, who was around 21 at the time, in Allen's apartment. The discovery led to a highly publicized and bitter split, followed by a protracted custody battle over Allen and Farrow's shared children. Although Allen was never a legal or adoptive father to Soon-Yi, the fact that he had been a paternal figure within the household raised ethical concerns and public outrage. Many viewed the relationship as a betrayal, while others labeled it exploitative or inappropriate. 3. O.J. Simpson's murder trial. June 1994. The world watched in disbelief as football star O.J. Simpson led police on a slow-speed chase through Los Angeles in a white Bronco. His ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman had been brutally murdered. O.J. was the prime suspect. The trial that followed became the most-watched courtroom drama in history. Dubbed the trial of the century, it featured everything: celebrity lawyers, shocking evidence, racial tension, and a glove that famously didn't fit. In the end, O.J. was acquitted, but the public remained bitterly divided. The scandal defined a generation and transformed courtroom TV forever. 2. Michael Jackson's child abuse allegations. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, revolutionized music and dance, captivating the world with his unparalleled talent, iconic moonwalk, and genre-defining albums. But despite his artistic brilliance, his personal life became engulfed in controversy, most notably, repeated allegations of child sexual abuse that cast a long shadow over his legacy. The first major accusation came in 1993, when a 13-year-old boy and his family accused Jackson of molestation. Jackson denied any wrongdoing and eventually settled the civil suit out of court for a reported $23 million without admitting guilt. The settlement was widely criticized and sparked debate over whether it was a strategic legal move or a tacit admission. In 2005, Jackson faced a criminal trial after another young accuser came forward. The trial was intense and widely televised, featuring testimony from both the accuser and witnesses from Jackson's inner circle. After months of scrutiny, the jury acquitted Jackson on all 14 charges, including child molestation and providing alcohol to a minor. Though legally cleared, public opinion remained divided. Supporters maintained his innocence, citing a lack of concrete evidence and possible financial motives behind the accusations. Critics, however, pointed to troubling patterns in his behavior and the recurring nature of the allegations. Years after his death in 2009, the 2019 documentary Leaving Neverland reignited global controversy. Featuring emotional, detailed accounts from two men who claimed they were abused by Jackson as children, the film prompted renewed public debate and a reassessment of how society views celebrity, fandom, and accountability. 1. The death of Princess Diana. More than just royalty, Princess Diana was a global icon of compassion, elegance, and vulnerability. Her tragic death on August 31, 1997, in a Paris car crash stunned the world and sent shockwaves through the British monarchy, forever altering the public's relationship with the royal family. On that fateful night, Diana and her partner, Egyptian film producer Dodi Fayed, were attempting to evade relentless paparazzi as their car sped through the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. The vehicle, driven by Henri Paul, later found to be intoxicated, lost control, and crashed into a pillar. Dodi and Paul died instantly. Diana was critically injured and later died in the hospital. Her bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones was the sole survivor. In the aftermath, a slew of conspiracy theories emerged. Some believed Diana's death wasn't an accident but the result of a cover-up, with fingers pointed at the paparazzi, the British intelligence services, and even the royal family itself. Multiple investigations, including a lengthy UK inquest in 2007, ultimately ruled her death an unlawful killing, due to negligent driving by Henri Paul and the chasing paparazzi. Yet suspicions and speculation linger to this day. From royalty to rock stars, these scandals prove one thing. Behind the glam, celebrities are just as flawed and fascinating as the rest of us. Which scandal shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and click on one of the videos on the screen to keep watching.